we have takeoff of the spaceship Orion, bound for planet Duna. Nice clean takeoff. This Orion replica is a bit too heavy. Got too much fuel in those tanks. But I wanted to keep that orange stripe. It looks pretty. It'd probably fly a bit better if I made that top tank a bit smaller. Looking nice and clean. The moon rising over the horizon. It's going up. And we're about to have separation of the side tags. Okay, only exploded a little bit. If the Orion ever blows up, it'll be because of that bit. Right, begin rotation. It's very long, so I'm going to rotate it nice and slow. There we go. Nice and easy. Okay, up to orbit. So we want as close to 70,000 as possible. That's a bit too close. I'll have another little burn. You don't want to get too close to the atmosphere and just nicking it. Now if you look at Duna here, it's almost precisely the worst possible place. Right, so I'm using the launch escape system. Use it to give myself a little thrust, then detach it to lose the weight. Second panel's extended. And frustratingly failed to find any way to meet Duna. See, it's just in the wrong place. There's no getting around that. I'm just going to have to orbit a few times. Come on, round and round. Nope. Still no. It's these astronauts spending a few years flying around in circles because I took off at the wrong time. Should be okay now. There we go. Okay. This is the burnout to Duna. So run out of fuel finally from that launch stage. Wow, doesn't that look beautiful? Silhouette against the sun. It's images like that I play KSP for. Don't want to get hit by that bit of debris. Still getting closer. Okay, I finished the burn anyway. So I've still got almost all the fuel left at this stage. So I've almost got intercept. Just going to do a few little nudges. And I'm going to get a bit closer. And get a final lineup. Try to get as close as possible to the planet. There we go. Tiny, tiny burn. Now I'm going to make a burn to get aero capture on the planet. So I need to get below 10,000 meters. See, thrust. I'm just tapping the thruster. It's very, very fine tuning. Do the last little bit by hand. Oh, ooh, almost too far. Should be okay. Retract the solar panels so they don't fall off. Now here I really should detach the fuel tank. You can't re-enter an atmosphere with fuel tanks. The atmospheric brake will heat up the fuel and it would violently explode. Thankfully it's not implemented into KSP. But in real life that's going to be a real problem. If you try and land on Mars, then you can't really do a re-entry with a big pile of fuel. Because the fuel tank will heat up when it hits the atmosphere and then violently explode. I think I'm slowing down enough. Just check. Yeah, I could see that course changing. Okay, 11,000 meters. You can see those little red flames. See, right now the fuel tank should be exploding. But it's not gonna. Look at all that fuel I've got left, it's absolutely full. If I hadn't bothered with the weight of those fuel tanks, I could have done without any of that booster stage. "6,000 meters. Ground's moving fairly fast. I'm wondering what the ground height is around here. It might be quite high. 5,000 meters. I've got huge amounts of horizontal speed. Just gonna change the staging. So I'm going to detach the fuel stage before I activate the parachutes. 3,500. Ooh, it looks like I'm getting a bit close. Yeah, I'm getting very close. The ground is very high around here. Right, I'm going to detach. There we go, and I open the parachutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. About 5.5 seconds from violently dying as I hit the ground. It's just at a strange angle. Actually, the power's draining. So the reason it's at that angle is because I'm using the SAS. So those torque wheels are keeping it all at that funny angle. Okay, 3, 2, 1, 1 and a bit, and touchdown. It's balancing on its side. Let's bring it to the vertical. There we go. And we have successfully reached Duna with the Starship Orion. There we go, and here's the happy Kerbals. Didn't you do well? He will look so happy.